Hey, beautiful. We are back with season 2 of Falling Bell. This is episode 1. And the question is, what are you manifesting, baby?
What is manifestation? Is it a thing? Does it work? Can I manifest a man? Can I manifest a job, a house? That thing, devil worship? What is this? Stick around. I'm gonna let you in on it.
So, quick life update. We are still in a pandemic. Excuse me. Take 2. We are still in a pandemic.
We are still in a panorama. We are still in the panorama. Y'all, can you believe it? Because officially, it's been a year since the first person died of the COVID in the United States. Like, by a couple of days ago. So rest in peace to everybody who done passed away from COVID and have been affected by COVID. We are still here, y'all. I thought when 2020 left, Happy New Year, by the way. Happy New Year. Yeah. But not for real though. I thought that when 2020 left, and then when they said that we didn't have that president no more, I don't know why I thought that the panorama was going to leave with the president. But it didn't. It seemed to be sticking around, and it seemed like the panorama done took over all the diseases. It's not even a disease. Well, we ain't heard of nothing else since the panorama. But that's me. It is what it is. You listen to what you need to listen to. You do what you need to do. Your research and all that good stuff. But we still in the panorama, y'all. We still here. It's blizzarding outside for some. It's 2 degrees outside for others. We here.
Maybe someone, anyone, help me make it make sense.
You know, so I don't know about you, but during this photography event here, I spent the first 10 months of it enjoying. I'm going to be honest, I've enjoyed a nice amount of it because I've never been able to have the amount of time at home that I've had. And I like being at home. So that's a me thing. I am ready to go back outside, but I can stay home. Either way, I did decide that when the panorama first started, that I was going to enjoy myself and live my life to the fullest. And in that, also holiday season came around and stuff, and I was eating and enjoying myself, but that's my business. Either way, I decided that I want to get back fine.
And before she continues, yes, we realize our privilege in all of this.
Yeah, I do realize my privilege in this. I want to be able to share my life experience with y'all, though, without feeling guilty that things might not be happening great for other people. But maybe if I can share my stuff, maybe it'll spin some positivity into your life, because this is where manifestation, baby, it'll be doing the thing for me.
And black joy is revolutionary, baby. Okay.
It is. And you can really fake it till you make it. I just want to also state that is a thing. It does work. It doesn't feel good at first, but it does at some point. It's about a discipline thing. You're not born with discipline. It's built. It's worked on. It's fine-tuned. So discipline yourself to be happy. It's a thing.
As a matter of fact, Spirit put it on my heart. It's so much a thing that you need to stop looking outside yourself for others to make you happy. How about that?
But here's where manifestation may, do your thing. Because since I have decided that I was going to get this body back together, because I'm about to be 30 years old, y'all. I'm about to be 3-0. Somebody decided that this person right here, belonged in this group of older people here, bruh. And when I turn 30, I want to be like them 30-year-olds that are like 20. Okay? And so I got the face together, okay? But this bald, I don't even really be on Megan like that, but body, and two-piece. This is a two-piece summer here. This is two-piece summer. And this is not the two-piece that motherfucking, excuse my language, you going shing shing that. But this is not the two-piece that, you wear it, it goes close to you. No, this is the two-piece that's like that little string over there by your boobies and stuff. It's gonna be a little triangle. Oh, I'm not gonna even be taking pictures for y'all because it's gonna be all about that. Me and my little boyfriend gonna be out here looking like I'm just gonna be a hoe for my man at 30. And you hoes ain't gonna be ready for this. Cause I'm not ready for this. But it's gonna happen. And this is what my manifestation is telling me. It's gonna happen. But we're going to get into that so we can see exactly how to flow into it and maybe, see what it is.
And a bitch over here can't wait to see it, okay, baby? Because it's giving fine ting, okay? It's giving me, ooh, my neck and my back.
Oh, 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 my neck and my back. My neck and my back, my neck and my back.
She about to eat it up, leave no crumbs, okay?
But you hold on and you see. You just hold on. You just hold on.
And all right, so last time I told y'all, next time you see me, baby, I'm gonna be in a new state. Every time I see y'all, I'm gonna tell y'all I'm gonna be in a new state because I'm not there yet, baby. But it's coming. Waiting for the physical to align with what's already conceptualized mentally. You feel me, baby?
I can actually only snap with one hand. Does that matter? I tried to do it for the girls out there in the back and stuff, but only
it's the handicap for me. We are talking about manifesting. Is it real? What is manifesting? And I feel like we are in a place in this world where society it's like manifesting. What are you manifesting? And I feel in this idea that, well, if you aren't manifesting, first of all, let me start here. Look around you. Because everything around you have manifested, whether you like what you see or you don't. Okay? At some point, none of that shit was there. And at another point, you brought all this shit into fruition. So there's that. But I feel like society has made it seem as if you are not able to manifest, that there's something wrong with you. And I feel like that's fucked up. And that there are other steps that people need to actualize prior to trying to manifest their best life.
I feel like we go with trends and things as we live and evolve. But one thing, usually the thing that stays constant, we just kind of always end up in a circle, I always end up in a circle for this was okay in the 60s, but now, in the 90s, it wasn't okay. And Christianity became a huge thing. And now there are a lot of witches and spiritual people out there in this world, and warlocks and druids. And I've been watching this thing happen where spirituality is more of a thing. And I think that when people look at it, and they hear manifestation, they think of that spectrum of people, right? And I think that essentially it's just a new word for a thing people have been doing for the longest, which is praying. You know, everybody's been praying, putting it in God's hands and letting it go. You know, asking for the Lord to come around and help pay this rent. And then they get their behinds up and they go to work. Okay. They be like, Lord, my child need blah, blah, blah. I need to figure out how to do it. They put it in the Lord's hands and they still, if you're doing it correctly, because there is nothing asked for without no footwork. If you out here asking for things and your feet don't move, there's a problem here. But that's on you. That's where that disconnect comes from. Manifesting is the same thing, essentially. I instead of specifically praying to the Lord, and I'm saying I because I'm using me as the example, but instead of specifically praying to the Lord, instead I put it out into the universe. And we can all agree that the universe is a thing.
And the universe always says yes. It is important. Like when we talk about prayer, we're not talking about that begging shit. We talking
Mm-hmm.
about that I know it's mine and I don't see it yet physically shit. Like not that begging and pleading that I can't imagine myself having it. That I know it's already attainable in my spirit because it's my birthright. That's what we're talking about. So just to be clear, okay, in case you're confused.
Because you said that, so I just want to go into the definition of spiritual manifestation because that's what we're talking about here. Even though there is manifestation, if you decided to, look into this, which so I'm gonna bring it in plain, and then I'm gonna bring in exactly where we're at with this. So, a manifestation is either the public display of emotion or feeling or something theoretical made real. It's just a manifestation. Um, a spiritual manifestation is the theory that through regular meditation and positive, constructive thought, you can make your dreams and desires become reality. So, where I'm at is spiritual manifestation. It's where I choose to do the right thing. I choose to harm nothing. Um, I choose to take the harder path because the easier path is destructive. And I choose to think about others. When I walk through my path and go along my day, I make a choice every day to be positive, to tell myself that this is all gonna be all right. Everything gonna be all right. Even when I don't feel it. Because I've also acknowledged that I don't feel it today, but it feels great when I feel it tomorrow. Like it's been a thing. I've experienced this now. And I can tell you that just from experience and I want to say really it's been like I've been manifesting my whole life and didn't really acknowledge that or know that that's what I was doing, right? I've manifested with a purpose in the last 6. And even before I knew that it was manifesting with a purpose, because I think for the first 3, I didn't really know what I was doing. I just knew that this was gonna happen. I just knew that it was gonna go down. How I said it was gonna go down, but I wasn't sure if I didn't know manifesting yet. The last 3 years, I've actually been manifesting with a purpose in the name of what I've been doing. And it feels great to know that I harmed nobody. I didn't do any shiesty mess. I deserve this. I deserve this. I worked for it. I went hard. And now everything in front of me is even better than what I asked for because I believe in karma. I think karma is a thing. What you put out there, you will get back in. I don't care what religion you're in. I don't care what you got going on. If you put out bad into the world, bad will meet you at the door every single time. That is what it is. I don't care. Because I put in good things, I put in positivity, I actually have the discernment to see the negative. I can see it coming a mile away because I live my life in this way. The amount of stress that you relieve from doing the right thing is astronomical. And I'm not worshiping anything, outside of myself, which I should be worshipped, baby. Baby. Either way. I'm not putting in any more energy into anything else outside of me and my dreams and what I want. So I'm still able to be selfish because I believe everyone should have that moment of selfishness, right? But while not vindictively, maliciously, accidentally harming anyone else. Because when I move through this life, I want to make sure that when I leave this life, I didn't leave a trail of darkness behind me. If I made the choice to come to this world and be born by the mama I had and the sisters that I had and stuff, I'm pretty sure I did not choose to be like that.
And one thing I want to touch, first of all, she came in this world to light shit up. Okay, baby. I want to say, first of all, that was beautiful.
Oh, thank you.
That was beautiful. I love to hear it. I love to see it, baby. All right. Y'all know I'll be trying to be sweet and shit, right?
Don't sugarcoat things. Because sometimes y'all need to hear what y'all need to hear, and y'all be wanting things to be nice and sweet and stuff. And that's not what it is. So we don't sugarcoat things no more. If you don't want to hear it, I am sorry for that. But it's the truth.
So here's the thing, sweet baby. We, as a result of this trend, it is assumed that you can conceptualize this thing and it'll just appear. Fuck all that talking, we about action. And I think that's so important to mention because y'all, we stood on your ass and will just expect some shit to just happen without doing any work. Like you want a job, but you don't want to send out an application, but you don't want to update your resume, but you don't want to tap into your network.
You want a job, and the jobs that are being offered to you require you to do some little bit of customer service. And now I'm saying, oh, I can't talk to customers. I can't do that because the way I'm set up. So are you not set up to take some coins?
You want to manifest a divine partner, but you aren't willing
to hear him when he tell you to wear your natural hair.
Baby, I'm not even there yet.
That's where I'm at.
No. Hear me, baby. You want to manifest a divine partner, but you're not willing to look at yourself. You're not willing to evolve yourself and work on yourself and make sure that you are a divine partner. How, Sway? Tell me how.
How?
Because if that partner does come, how are you going to see them for the fullness that they are if you can't fully see yourself? I have questions today.
And tomorrow. I have questions today and tomorrow, okay? Because how can you expect to manifest a husband? What I'm finding is in this age, I mean, I'm about to be 30, and now we are intentionally getting pregnant out here in these streets. We are intentionally trying to find us a man to hold down, marry up, do the stay at home mom. These are the things that are happening with my friends right now. And I'm watching my single friends do this thing of, I want a man, but I don't need to listen to what a man may or may not want. And I'm finding it to be the weirdest. So what I've been seeing is, okay, let me be honest with you, yeah. The boys in the back have been saying that they want to see your natural hair, baby. They have been saying that they don't like the full face of makeup. Um, they also don't like you spending all that money on these things that like don't amount to anything. And while while he met you like that, he did meet you like that. He did. He also wants to help evolve you. But you so busy listening to your girlfriends who don't have dick. If they did, you'd be fucking them and letting them tell you how you should maneuver a man. Because she knows. Of course she knows. Of course she knows. But she's also single as well. And not to say that because I'm not single, I can go ahead and tell you some stuff, right? But I am currently and have been for the majority segment of my relationship, minus, the few bumps and stuff, because we're all real people here. But this entire time I've been in a really good relationship. And part of the big part of that has been that when my man said he wanted to see my natural hair, I took my fucking braids out and I let him see my natural hair. When my man said, I think I like to see you in these dresses because I want him to fuck me, I got these goddamn dresses, okay? Baby, I got the dresses and the heels, and my little booty was all perked up. And he was like, oh, because I want him.
It's
Right?
it's it's this idea of I want someone to want me and to fully see me, but one, I'm not allowing myself to fully see myself. And I'm not willing to strip away these things and be vulnerable
Yeah.
for you to fully see me and fully accept me. I'm not even giving you the opportunity to know who I
To know
am at the
me.
core.
To know me. And okay, with the exception of a few red flags, right? Um, and that's circumstantial, and we all should realize and know, and you should definitely be talking to your friends and stuff and just seeing, because sometimes certain red flags you can't see. But at the end of the day, as a woman, I want a man in my life. I want a good relationship with my sisters. I want for my work career to evolve. My home life to get even bigger. And in order to get promoted at my job, I have to listen to what my manager said. In order to move forward in my relationship, I have to listen to what my man is saying. In order to expand on my home, I have to listen to what my credit is saying. Like, you got to listen to what somebody in the right place is saying at all times if you want to evolve. It is a thing. So to think to yourself that someone who hasn't achieved that, someone who doesn't come from a lineage of people who have achieved that, someone who is living in negativity and finds a lot of toxicity in their life, those people are the people who are always arguing with somebody, some always going wrong. It's always something, and you know who those people are. Trying to tell me how to get something.
First of all, it's all of that for me, baby. Okay? Sweet baby. Sweet baby. Today, baby, she ain't come to play with y'all. Okay? So let me unpack my bag. Because one thing that you said that I love, and another thing I want to touch on I'm gonna bring this full circle. One thing you said that I loved, which I went to a retreat recently, and we had a segment on manifestation, which was amazing. But it was discussed about how your inability to manifest certain things are sometimes not necessarily a result of you not wanting them, but that some of these things are intergenerational. If you are trying to manifest wealth and you have never seen it before, it's going to be difficult. Like, there are going to be some thought patterns and some blockages that you're going to do that if you aren't willing to be vulnerable and authentic with yourself. Now, my full circle is the shadow work. And for those of you that are not familiar, shadow work is essentially finding what your blind spots are. Okay. And if you do not know what those are, you cannot see what is hindering you from progressing. Like, I want to manifest, boom, I want to manifest this car. I want to manifest this new place. And I want it so bad, but deep down inside, I don't think I'm worthy. And I don't know why I don't think I'm worthy. But see, those two conflicting things cancel each other out. And so now you think that you're doing the work to be able to conceive and create this thing, this thought, to make this thought a thing, but you're hindering yourself and you don't even see that.
Or when you choose, you say to yourself, I really want this car. And while I have the opportunity to, I don't know, and I'm gonna say, and I know people be like, oh, really? But yeah, while I have the opportunity to go get a job at McDonald's, instead, I prefer to go put myself in some weird situation. And I won't name the plethora of things that you could be doing out here.
You know what? As a matter of fact, we not, ain't no sugar on this. Ain't no shit ain't sweet. And I'm asking you to clarify, because some people don't think their shit is funny.
Well, you want something and you decided that the way to go get it was to scam and steal something from someone else. You decided that the way that you were gonna go out there and get it, and I know a bunch of everybody was like waiting for me to be like stripping and shit. But you know, you get your money how you live, honey. I don't have nothing to say about that because you get your money how you live. If nobody got hurt from me shaking my behind, then hey, nobody got hurt from me shaking my behind. You hear me? But what I don't agree with is robbing, stealing, harming others to be able to get your ends met. You know, there are people out there who, oh, I need a new car. Go rob somebody of their car. Let me go steal somebody's credit card. Let me go do something that is messed up and taking away from someone else. Um, you'll find that those people consistently find themselves in that place. They consistently find themselves in a place of, well, this happened to me, and this happened to me, and this happened to me. I'm not a this happened to me kind of motherfucker. Excuse my language, but that I don't walk through this life for things to continue to happen to me. I refuse to be a victim, and I think that when you put out these energies and things, you consistently make yourself a victim. If you want to see it that way or not, you call it what you want to call it. I call it spade a spade, because at the end of the day, there's a series of things that you could have done. There's a series of things that you could have done. There's a plethora of ways that you could have handled this. The only way that you thought that made sense, and miss me with the this is the only thing I know how to do shit. Miss me with that. Of all the things, you wake up in the morning and don't you brush your teeth? And don't you wash your ass? And don't you wipe your ass? And don't you put your shoes on and your socks and stuff? So you know how to do a couple of things this morning. And now all you know how to do is, and it's actually not the easiest thing to be out here scamming. It's actually not as easy as they want you to believe. So all you know how to do is that. You can miss me with that. In 2021, you can miss me with that. So, because I choose to live my life in a way that will no longer harm my line, I would like my children's children to benefit off of the good karma that I threw out into the world. I would like for, because if you guys haven't noticed, like some of the most patient people never got to see their dream come to light. And their children did, though. And their children's children did. What I find is most people are so ready for instant gratification. They're ready for it right now. And the right now means forget everyone else. Forget everyone, everything else, including yourself, because at the end of the day, you're screwing yourself. These are your kids, your grandkids. I don't know if everybody doesn't believe in that, right? But for me, I watch these things occur. If you look into anyone's history and family history, you'll see where Exhibit A was a cruel and horrible figure. And for some reason, B, C, D, E, and F always get cancer. But that's not my business. Because the way I'm trying to live my life, my baby's gonna be immune. What is it? Fucking nigga, they're not gonna have nothing. They're gonna never have nothing.
The woe is me, folk. I think it's so important to one thing I can't stand is a motherfucker that uses their struggles as a crutch instead of a ladder. You are already down in the dumps, baby. Right? Or you feel that way. So you just want to keep being there? You just want to keep rolling and shit? Like, you don't, what is your intention? I'm in a place where my affirmation is everything is always happening for me, whether it is something that I can't see that is happening for me in this moment. I know that is happening for my benefit. Okay. Because if it is not in alignment, it ain't gonna happen. That's just on period, because what's for me can't be taken away. What's for me is always for me, and it's always gonna be there. That's on period. Okay. And I think when we talk about manifestation, I think it's so important to talk about your intention. Like, okay, you want this life, you want this thing. Why?
I want this big house, right? I currently right now live in a studio apartment and I'm making $10 an hour and I'm living good in my studio. But I want this huge 4-bedroom, 5.4 bathroom house. I don't know why you need more bathrooms than bedrooms. Doesn't make sense. Whatever, not the point. Either way, what do I have to do to make sure that it's something that I can happen? Because at the end of the day, I know y'all wasn't waiting on these stimmies. If this ain't taught you nothing, if the panorama ain't taught you nothing, it's that you don't wait on these stimmies. You do not wait on somebody that comes. I tell my son this. Ain't no captain save a hoe.
Sweet baby, you the captain and you drive the fucking boat.
And you save your own hoe. You save your own hoe. You ain't no captain save a hoe. So while you out here thinking that something about to happen, I know that we had a series of people show you that we don't got no stimmies for you. We don't got no taxes for you. We don't have no assistance. You homeless. Oh, okay. The girls don't care. The girls don't care. So who is going to care if the girls don't care? You're supposed to care. You are your own corporation. You are your own economy. You are your own everything until you can build that around you.
This is real life scenario. Okay. So this is my intention for this year. When I said it, I didn't realize. Okay. I didn't realize the fullness of the responsibility that I was taking on. I'm just going to keep it a buck, okay? So my intention for this year is vulnerability and freedom, right? As I am vulnerable and more authentic, I set myself free. In that, one of my goals in this life, is to be able to utilize my voice in an impactful way, whether that is public speaking, etc. Right? You hear me, baby? Now, I can public speak. You give me a poem, you give me, you know what I'm saying? You give me the little thing, I can recite it, baby. I'll be a little nervous, I'm not gonna lie, but once I get started, baby, it's in the bag. Okay, so I set this intention for vulnerability. If you aren't familiar with the Clubhouse app, get familiar. That intention to be vulnerable. Spirit took it upon themselves and said, well, baby, go ahead and create a club. And you know what I'm saying? You want to talk, you want to utilize your voice, you want to clear up that throat chakra. And I said, what? So you want me to go ahead and talk to these strangers and tell them my business?
And tell them all your business.
And I said, but stop playing, sweet baby. But you know, when there is an assignment, the assignment is going to keep coming for you unless you complete the assignment, okay? However, if my intention in long term is to be able to utilize my voice in an impactful way, what are the steps that are going to be needed to be able to attain that thing, right? You saying that you want these things, but you're not willing to do the work.
Or you have a list of excuses and reasons as to why you can't do the work. Ain't never been a time when I really, really wanted something and I did not find a way. It's so funny how some of us will find our ways to guys and girls' houses we ain't got no business fucking. No business. Like I took a bus to your house and walked 3 blocks to get some dick. But I won't motherfucking sit down and write the plan on how to get my life together. And then not just write it, but then take the bus to the place and walk those 3 blocks to go do it. But I did that for some dick. That didn't pay me none. I might have got fed. If you didn't get fed, you have no sense of self right now. Either way. He didn't give me no money. And no, you're not supposed to be a prostitute for it. But I mean, you broke because you took the bus and you walked 3 blocks to go get the dick. So you ain't got no money. He better have fed you. You really need to check into yourself. And you about to go take the bus again and go back home to walk the other 3 blocks to go back home? What the fuck did you get out of this outside of some goddamn dick? And you probably didn't even come because nowadays bitches don't be coming because niggas don't be knowing what they doing and all that good stuff. Not my point. Either way, what did you gain out of this when you could have walked your ass on over to the library and did some goddamn research and signed up for that grant, that FHA loan, that FSA loan, that credit, that motherfucking credit card that you didn't even sign up for the money?
And then we'll have all these lists. First of all, you sweet baby, that has been developing that site for 13 years, that has been working on that fucking logo for 2 years, that has been, start where you are.
That has been taking pictures of their food for every time that they cooked, and still nobody got to see these pictures. You tell me you want to open up something and motherfucking feed the rest of the people. How you gonna feed us if we don't even know you got food?
How are we gonna know that you can turn the 12 loaves enough to feed a village if we don't see you feeding yourself?
So how you going to be great if you're not investing into yourself? How can you do anything for anyone else if you're not doing for yourself? That is such a it is such a disgrace to your children, to anyone who depends on you, for you to know that you're not living in your true power. And all you had to do was take a couple of steps back and analyze what is going on around you and what it is that you're needing to change and be different. And writing that shit down on a piece of paper and then getting your ass out there. Hey, I want to lose some weight. So let me go ahead. And yes, it's 12 o'clock at night and I just decided that I want to lose some weight. Yes, it is. But what I can do is stand right there in the corner of my room and do a couple of these things. I don't know. I look retarded. Not the point. The point is that it's never too late to actually start doing something. And manifesting is just that. It's just saying, I want to do something. I want this to happen. I want these things to happen. Show me the path of what it is I need to do so that I can make these things get done. Get her done, boy. Get her done.
Once you know the steps of what it takes to make your goal attainable, you no longer have any excuse as to why you are not taking action to make that thing a reality for yourself. Like at that point, baby,
It's your
it,
fault.
and I know y'all hate to hear it, and I know you hate to look at yourself in the mirror, but at
It's
that
your
point,
fault.
you need to look at yourself because you are your handicap.
It's your fault. It's your fault that you don't have the money that you want. It's your fault you don't have the shoes. It's your fault you don't have the car. It's your fault your baby don't got that school to go to. It's your fault that this nigga is really what you are still dealing with. It is your fault. And you might not want to hear that because right, it's not my fault this nigga ain't shit. It's not my fault I can't get my baby into the school. But it is though, because you could be out here putting towards your goals and the things that you want to happen, things that are going to make you and your line and your generation better. But instead, you taking these little two steps and things, you know? And anything worth having is never achieved by the two step. How far does the two step get you, bruh?
And my question is to you, are you creating what you want?
Because I am every day.
And if you find yourself in a space where you are not creating what you want, what is it that you need to fix within yourself, within your actions, within your intentions, within your thoughts, within all of these processes that you need to change for yourself, within yourself, to align yourself with who you truly are and what you truly want to achieve?
And sometimes because a lot of times you'll find that we really don't know how to think better than what we've been taught, but than what we've been taught, you know. Everybody in our family has been like this. Everybody in the foster home has been like this, the orphanage, wherever you find yourself situated and being raised at or whatever. Everybody around you was like this, right? So the wonderful thing about evolution is YouTube and Facebook and Instagram and all the many other apps out there that Clubhouse, series of other apps that allow you to see and hear other people who are of a foreign language essentially, because being able to think positively after you've been taught nothing but negative things, it's a foreign language. But there are people out there who actually share it with you for free too, for the free.
It blows my mind how, and I know to some extent this could be a privilege, okay? But they're public libraries. And so now I'm finna come for that ass. It blows my mind how people will talk about all these things and like there is so much information that is accessible, and it literally hurts my heart, like that all these things are attainable, yet you not. Here's the real thing: you spending your time on Instagram sobbing and soaking about all the shit that you don't have, as opposed to immersing yourself in knowledge and free tools that will get you to where the fuck you want to be.
Even if, because in nowadays time with evolution, I do see that there are less public libraries around. I do find that.
Google.
But yes, Google is a huge tool. There are also free ebooks. Huge tool. You don't need any specific app to get it or anything like that. You have a phone. You're watching us right now.
And even, all right, so Esther mentioned that you can gain access to see people who are speaking these foreign languages, so to say, so you can figure the shit out. There, first of all, you don't even have to see someone who is speaking another language. Like, there are so many people that have literally, which shout out to the internet, which is giving us this visibility, because there are literally so many people who are coming from exactly what the fuck you've been through, exactly where you are, exactly your exact circumstance. You would be shook, like, is this person reading my life story? That have been exactly where you are, that have made the decision that this is where the fuck this shit's about to stop.
This is no longer acceptable. I no longer want to live my life that way. And because I said it, it is what I said. And that's it. And maybe that means you have to cut off some people. Maybe that means that you have to kind of be alone for a second so that that way you can, really find yourself. A lot of people don't know how to listen to their own noise. A lot of people are just in a constant state of needing people around. You have your own place, but you never spent the night there.
You have your own place, you're paying rent, and every other week you're at someone else's house, whether it's your boyfriend's house, your friend's house, your friends in them's house, or finding someone else's house to spend the night at, afraid of basking in your energy and confronting yourself.
Yeah. And to not be able to confront yourself, here's the thing. I always feel like, how do you expect me to deal with you if you can't deal with you? Like, on some real, on some real, on some real. If you can't sit in your own silence for a night, why do you want to sit in the silence with me? Why do I want that? Like, why? You don't want it. I'm just saying. If you can't um put that cookie down for yourself, because this is speaking to me, okay? I like to make my cookies and things, but if I can't put my cookie down for myself to make sure that my stomach can get fine, why would I ever expect from my man to look at me like I'm fine? Like, why can't I expect something from somebody that I can't do for myself?
If you can't give yourself the encouragement that you need to get your, very simple, to get up and take a shower, to get up and have some kind of productivity, whatever that productivity looks like for you. Y'all see where we at? Stop looking outside of yourself for the things that you need, because everything that you need is it's already inside of you. Everything that you need is already inside of you. All of these relationships, all of these people, they are simply mirrors for you.
And if you need, because this is also a thing, sometimes it's hard to do that by yourself, right? So let's say you're one of those people who just literally can't. Therapy is a thing. And therapy is, I don't know what's up with people, but therapy is cool, bro. To be able to have somebody that only pays attention to you for these 45 minutes and only want to hear what you got to say for these 45 minutes, and you can find therapy for really cheap. If you want to know how, let me know. Leave it in the comments below, because I'll definitely send you a link to where you can go get you some virtual therapy for really cheap. They have income assistance So there's no excuse. And you want to sit around and tell your friends and things and so why not do it with a therapist, somebody who can actually give you some good advice? Somebody who knows something, somebody who went to school for this. Why not? So yeah, if you want to know about the therapy, leave it in the comments below. And I'll definitely go ahead and send you guys some links because therapy is a thing. To have someone else outside of your experience, some completely else person who has walked through their own shoes and their own life and stuff, and for them to be able to tell you what they're seeing and why you're failing because you can't see it, why you keep fucking up, why you keep falling, why you keep missing the ball. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want somebody to sit around and listen to them? That's why you call your friends and your mama and stuff and try to vent and stuff, and then they make you mad because they don't tell you what you want to hear. And not to say that the therapist is going to tell you what you want to hear, but they're definitely going to be nicer to you than your parents and your sisters and your things and the things because you're paying them. So yeah, why not? In 2021, let's do the everything we can to better ourselves. Even if that looks like falling into a ball of fucking tears and just breaking for the day. Even if that looks like that. Because I can guarantee you that tomorrow you will feel so much better that you're not holding that inside of you like that. And you're feel so much better about the next steps and the new movement and the new baby and the new house and the new husband and the new, because you're going to manifest it because it's about to come. It's about to
It's
come.
already yours. It's
It's
already
already
yours.
yours.
I'm ready. I'm in a place where I am ready, baby. I'm ready to claim my birthright. Like it's already mine. My hands are open, ready, willing to, my hands and my feet, baby, are open, ready, and willing to receive because it is already mine. It is already yours. You are enough just as you are. You have always
Just
been enough
as you
just as
are.
you are. And whatever, whomever, however, that thought process has been changed to make you feel less than or feel disaligned, like that is not true. Disillusion, it is false. It is a false narrative. It is not true to who you are. And it's time to release it. And releasing it is only going to be for the betterment of you and what you want.
And really, you are what you say you are. Change your narrative for yourself. You are successful if you say you are successful. And while you're not looking at the success right now, you know that when you wake up in the morning and you set out to do what you need to do, you're setting out with a different air. And this today will be the day. Today will be the day all this shit go away. Today will be the day that my manager just knows to fuck up with talking to me and just lets me do my job. Today will be the day that when I go get my lunch over there at the thing, that the man at the counter let me keep 75 cents. He'd be like, oh no, it's cool, it's fine. You're good. Today will be the day that I find, because I lost on some real shit. Somebody in Dallas, Texas found $20 that I lost. And today, that day was their day. It wasn't my day. But you know how blessed I am? I was so blessed that I lost this $20 into the wind. It flew out my pocket. Ooh, I felt sad about my $20. But I was so blessed that I lost. But I'm so blessed that I was able to lose this $20. Then I was able to go and ask my boyfriend for his 20. Well, I didn't even ask him. He was like, "Has he seen me?" He was like, "Oh, what's going on?" I was like, "Well, I lost my 20." He's like, "Well, I have $20 in my pocket for you."
And
Do you see
baby,
the
it's the
blessing there?
reflection of your abundance for me.
Do you see the blessing there? And I blessed somebody else. Somebody else, and I think I know who it was that got that $20, but you know, this hey, hey. Because I think they needed it. I think they needed it. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, and that's just from context clues of other things. It's not like they looked homeless or anything like that. But I think they needed that $20. You know, and when I'm pretty sure that's what they picked up. When they picked it up, it seemed to bring up their spirit. You know, so I blessed somebody else. in something that like and I didn't take a bad attitude to it and was instantly giving it right back.
You need to shift your thought process. Like it is, and it's hard, baby. Sweet baby, sweet baby. It is a process to self-correct. It is a process to realize that these negative thoughts are no longer serving me and I need to let them go, regardless if that looks like saying these affirmations that I don't fucking believe until I believe them.
But it's a lot of work to carry around these baggages, y'all. You ever been to the airport and had to find 5 bags? Bro, where the fuck is my carry-on? Where the fuck is my carry-on? I just want to carry on. I just want to carry on. I just want my issues and my thought processes and the things that I may think are wrong with me or whatever to fit in the carry on. Something I can sling over my back and continue to work on. What I don't want is a bunch of suitcases full of shame, loneliness. I don't want that. I don't want to carry around my mama thought that I was ugly. I don't want to carry around my granddaddy thought that I was fat. I don't want to carry around that I was the blackest one in the family. Fuck you hoes. So the only way to let that go is to go ahead and do what you need to do for self. So that way when you have your kids and they have their kids and things, that's not what they're telling each other. They're not telling me. If your grandmother told you that, are you about to tell that to your kids? So the point is to do better. Once again, y'all, therapy is key. Key, key, key. Let me know in these comments below because I will put the link down.
And since like to piggyback off the therapy, I know when people think about therapy, they only think about therapy one way. There are so many different forms of therapy. There are so many different therapists. Find what works for you. If you need to let it out creatively, find a way to creatively express it. There are so many therapy alternatives. You don't just have to sit in a room and look at the stranger and be like, oh shit, now I gotta pour my heart out. There's so many options out there. Like, and there it's only to your benefit. Like doing your self-work is honoring yourself, it's honoring your lineage. As you heal yourself, like this is just so impactful for me because as throughout this whole panoramic, it has been so beautiful. I could cry. It's been so beautiful to me to see how me and my sisters have just been so dedicated to our self-work. And in our dedication to our self-work, we are communicating more and better to each other. We're being more transparent and more vulnerable with each other. We are helping the relationships that we are building, relationships that we haven't seen have had in our family. We are creating that for each other. We are fostering that. Like there is beauty in doing your work. There is beauty in being able to see all of yourself and be like, I know I'm this way, but I love all parts of me. And I don't care who told me that they didn't love me because I love myself.
Because I'm okay with who this is every time I wake up in the morning. Because I'm okay. And really, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. If you can wake up in the morning and you can be okay with yourself, why does it matter who else thinks what? You don't feel for them. They don't feel for you. It just doesn't work that way. So why not do for? I think I'm such a dope individual. I think I'm I'm a funny motherfucker. Okay. With that being said, though, before I found out I was funny, I had to do some work to like get the full range of my personality. Okay, like there's some big key things that had to happen here for me to know the full range of my personality. Because prior to knowing the full range of my personality, I thought it was pretty boring. I've been told that I was pretty boring, and I had to realize, first off, I'm holding myself in. You know, like, first off, I'm afraid. I'm afraid, and that causes me to sit in my box because I like my little box, right? Second off, I'm not for you. I'm not for you. I think I might be boring to some people. I might be. I'm not for you. Because I find that when I looked into myself, did some work, you know, let go of some things, had a couple of cries. I find that when I did that, I stopped being so scared. I started taking more risk of things that I really would have never, ever, ever, ever tried. And I started liking myself. And ain't never been a feeling like liking myself. It's just immeasurable.
And I think to your point, it's so powerful once you start to look at yourself and realize, I didn't think I was ugly. Someone told me that. And I internalized that. I didn't think I was weak. Someone told me that. And I just decided to carry that bag. Release these bags, baby. It's weighing you down. It's weighing you down, baby. Set yourself free. Okay.
I tried to tell you that when you change your mindset, you'll find that different doors open up. Doors that you never even thought would open up, they open up because you now deserve it.
Change your mind. Change your life. Change your life. Change your life. Are you creating the life that you want?
And so I think on that, that's a good place to stop. I think that's a great place to stop.
Yes.
What are you doing to benefit yourself?
Are you creating the life that you want? And if not,
what can you do to make that happen? Who can you let go of? What is not serving you? Ask yourself those questions. Write it down and look at those answers for a while. And you know what the choice is. You know what the decisions are to make here. So, on that note, I love you all.
yes.
Be safe out here during this panoramic.
Thank you for joining us on another episode of Fale Belle. Remember to speak beautifully and speak kindly to yourself
and to others.
And to others.
Peace.